I wouldn't be a business development manager, right, if I wouldn't use the opportunity in front of all of you to share our evolution during the 1 year since the last conference. So, where we are now with our solution, with our portfolio, and how it aligns with the market development in general. So, of course, no doubts, digitalization, industrial Internet of Things, it's not just the words. They are already there. They are already here. And all industrial companies, to stay successful in the market, implement more and more smart technologies every day. Understood. Also understood the risks concerned with that. I think that together as a community, we already skipped like 2 or 3 years ago, or maybe 5 years ago, the stage where we were doubting the risks. Do you remember it? Like 5 years ago, we were deciding either there is a place at all for industrial risks, or they are just made up. Today, of course, it's not a question. And the market for ICS cybersecurity has also grown, and now it's already estimated in billions. But I think that what's more important is that there are big investments happened in industrial cybersecurity vendors and new solutions proposed to market. This year, and last year, they got hundreds of millions of investments. And of course, it displays that not only the awareness stage already passed, but also technologically, we now have already a lot of grown-up mature solutions to deliver the industrial cybersecurity on site. But still, there is a gap between how the same industrial companies address cybersecurity issues in their corporate networks and industrial. I think you cannot doubt that. Like, while most of big industrial companies already have very mature incident response, breach detections, procedures, and methods and tools implemented, most of them cannot address the threats for OT environment the same way. And I think that the question of industrial cybersecurity is often treated like an afterthought by big industrial companies. Like, I know what I'm saying because I'm dealing with a lot of these companies all over the world. And as previous speakers also highlighted, I think that today the questions and issues preventing delivering effective industrial cybersecurity are lying more at organizational part and human factor part than at technology field. Like, the majority of you had a bad experience using standard corporate cybersecurity tools in OT networks. Undountable fact. And then, for many years, we relied on the classical air gap approach to prevent cyber risks for our OT environments. And obviously, it's no longer actual because there's no more air gap. The border between IT and OT is very fuzzy now. But still, during these years, we haven't developed enough amount of staff, enough amount of qualified specialists on site for industrial cybersecurity. In many companies, or by organizational structure, there are no dedicated units, dedicated budgets. And that's why I think that today, basically, these are the fields describing why we treat still in most cases, treat industrial cybersecurity as an afterthought for now. Because technically, we are good. And our competitors are good, and a lot of solutions are on the market, so we are still here with our Kaspersky Industrial CyberSecurity solution. But we continuously emphasize that we deliver not only software. So we start earlier. We start with the services, we start with the training programs and raising awareness among the engineers, electricians, technicians, among the OT staff, because all of you know, if you're aware of risks, if you're aware why do not to charge your Android phone or of your HMI, you are more protected, actually. And of course, the professional security trainings are very actual now, because now companies build industrial cybersecurity units within them. And of course, you need specialists on digital forensics, you need specialists on, I don't know, penetration testing, on incident response, but understanding the ICS environment and understanding the differences between approaches in the same functions in IT and OT. And of course, our products are still there. Good old Kaspersky Industrial CyberSecurity, presented by Endpoint Solution, KICS for Nodes, presented by Intrusion Detection and Anomaly Detection Solution, KICS for Networks. From my perspective, we did good. Last year and this year, we did a lot of projects all over the world, more than 40 of them. I don't know, probably we are finishing one right now, because we are doing them today all over the world, in different regions, in different industries. And of course, with all that feedback we have from our customers trying to use our products, of course, we put this feedback in a roadmap, and we keep up with the whole market developing and the market standard functionality, which now obviously is there already. So, for example, for KICS for Networks, for our anomaly detection and breach detection passive solution, this year we are to introduce the change from event-centric model to device-centric model, because apparently for most of industrial customers, it is much more easier and much more useful to understand the state of the assets inside industrial networks and the changes of their state than just to deal with cybersecurity events. So such functionality as asset detection, passive asset detection, event correlation, network map and stuff, you can see it in the demonstration zone in our new products. I think some of you who are with Kaspersky from a long time ago, from like 2015, when KICS was first introduced as a commercial product, I think you remember that both Kaspersky and other vendors was keen on functionality to detect some commands to change the technological process, right? Some specific parameters of technological process. It was like very interesting for cybersecurity vendors to do that stuff because like it was new for us. Of course, Deep Packet Inspection allowed us to do that, and everybody else. We tried it in a lot of projects, and we apparently found out that it is rather hard to configure it in a like everyday working mode. So basically, you need to duplicate the alarms you already have in your SCADA system, in your safety system, like just to have more or less the same alarms in the industrial cybersecurity solution. It's too complicated. Almost nobody does it, like for many scenarios, probably several of them. And actually, the new technologies are here to help us. Our division working on machine learning and artificial intelligence introduced the new technology called machine learning for anomaly detection, which, with the help of neural network, allow us to build a model of the technological process without understanding the meaning of the technological parameters from the point of view of industrial vendor, cybersecurity vendor. Basically, we detect the anomalies inside the technological process without need to pre-configure it. And it's very useful because with that solution, you can identify anomalies caused not only by cyber impact, but also with a physical impact, like the equipment damage or human fraud or whatever. And this technology is also presented in the demonstration zone. So after the next speaker and after our first part, I invite you to get acquainted with these new technologies provided by us. And well, also, like it's obvious, the more we do together, the better the products are, and the easier for you to understand what exactly organizational changes you need and how exactly to do them. So, like, let's continue, let's carry on doing it together via our proof of concepts, commercial products, whatsoever. The market is ready now, and I think the time has come. Thank you very much.